ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 1 of our My Team career mode. Yesterday we released part 0, was all the customization and setting up the team and all the admin stuff, and we've just finished the practice sessions. Went pretty well. Back in the garage on the laptop, and we are going to get ready for qualifying. Our pace in practice was okay. I mean, practice 2 was better than practice 1. I was getting used to the car. It is very, very understeery. And as you can see there, the weather for the weekend, it's going to be dry all the way through. Having a look at our new rivalries. We don't have a rivalry yet. We can select that, I think, after this race. Those are our stats. 4 laps we've driven in practice. Not very good. But, yeah, so we are, the 9th best team. And looking at our development, this is in development powertrain that failed last episode. If you haven't seen that, there's an annotation in your top right corner for episode 0. And R&D in progress, there's that part that we're re-upgrading. You can see here on the progress history, we are quite close to the other midfield teams. So Molio Racing is about to make its debut in Formula 1. Also, another thing to note, I am I'm very harsh on the gearbox, and you can see there it's already 6% after 4 laps and like 2 in and out laps, so that's not gonna help us in the long run. We might need to take some penalties, but if we start from the back at one of the races, which I'm sure we will, we'll take all the penalties then, so we don't get so much so we're not demoted down the grid so much, basically. But it's time for qualifying. Here we are then, in the garage for qualifying. Our teammate did okay in practice, Nick De Vries, but we'll see how he does in qualifying and see how we do in qualifying as well. I like to go for an increased downforce setup. I haven't got any custom setups yet. I haven't delved into that in the game yet. But increased downforce around Melbourne, that's going to help us through the corners, and we know the car is very understeery and unstable, so that's going to help us in terms of lap time. We sort of want to get out as quick as possible, really. We've got to get these lap times in, so I'll see you on the track. Just behind one of the Haas cars. We'll back off. I doubt we'll catch them. We are a very slow car at the moment, but we'll have to wait and see as we start our first ever lap in qualifying of Formula 1 for me and for this team. Of course, the track looking more realistic now with the official sponsors, and we've got on the curb.
We have to replace that front wing.
And we've spun there on that curb. We're going to have to come in and go for another run. The car's so understeer, I have to go into 3rd on that final corner. It's going to come into turn 1 for the 2nd time. To come across the line then, see where this will put us. Still last. So we get a bit loose on the traction, and if this is my best lap, I'll take you through it. I won't talk much, I've got to concentrate. Slow car calls for desperate measures. We're going to come across the line then. We're going to improve by 0.3 and we're going to go P21. Let's have a look then. We're going to be P21 and Nick P19, 0.5 off our teammate. Not good at all.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
Wasn't a good day.
Why do you think you weren't as quick as your teammate today?
Well, they were more consistent. I mean, it's qualifying. Consistency doesn't matter. Look at the footage. I have no idea how this happened. I've just got to go with consistency. I know how it happened. I was slow.
Your qualifying pace didn't put you at the front of the grid. Will this be a problem tomorrow?
The front of the grid, Claire. It's our first ever race. Good chance of getting points? No. What can I do from part of making best of a bad situation? That's probably the most truthful answer.
You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
Yes. Yeah, not enough downforce.
Appreciate your time.
Tough luck there. It's not quite where we'd want to be on the grid, but chin up, it's not the end of the world.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to Melbourne for the opening race of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to the Australian Grand Prix. Just south of Melbourne's downtown business centre is the one and only Albert Park circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy circuit with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake and a couple of good passing opportunities here as well, thanks in part to the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 13. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Melbourne establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front, but there are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Raback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
Ever since their participation was announced, there were questions being asked about whether an outfit like this could survive, and certainly it's proving to be a trial by fire so far. Let's hope they can continue to draw in investment and find a little more pace as well.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Vettel, Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Albon, Ricciardo, Sainz, Ocon and Lando Norris, Stroll, Kvyat, Sergio Perez and Gasly, Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Kevin Magnussen and Roman Grosjean, De Vries, Russell, the scientist, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
We are here on the grid then, ladies and gentlemen, for our first race in Formula 1, starting 21st with our teammate Nick De Vries starting in 19th position, and we're just getting our strategy ready now. I think we're going to go soft to medium. It's possible. It's 1.5 seconds quicker. That's what we're going to do, and I expect there should be a safety car as well, so we're going to get ready for the event of that. And we're going to go to our first ever race. We're going to start on the softs. Although, thinking about it, I might want to go for the alternate strategy. I might do that, you know. Yeah. Let's put on lap 18, we'll start on the mediums. Let's go. First race. P21 we're starting. Let's make the most of it. The lights are on here in Melbourne and 500 lights. And it's lights out and away we go. We've gotten a poor start. Latifi already passed us. There's a big pile up here. Trying to get past our teammate here and avoid Grosjean. I think Nick is faster than us at this point. We'll let him go. That was a bad start. There was a Red Bull off there on the right hand side of the first corner. Feels like the AI are using that overtake button quite a lot at the beginning of the race. So they're going to have to use it to keep up with them. And speaking of that, Latifi is all over the back of us. As we come through the back straight for the first time this race. The car not feeling too good on heavy fuel load. As we lose the back end a bit there on traction. Yellow flag ahead, who's that?
Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Looks to be a racing point pulling off. It's Perez.
Okay,
The
clear.
car's smoking, he's out of the race. Latifi is going to have the run on us here. Try and get him back. Try and get him back here. Down the inside. And we're going to get that move done. I think we're going to let Albon go here. In the Red Bull. We're not.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
We're going to try and keep with Albon if we can. Maybe he can help us close up to the pack ahead. You could already see how much he's pulling away. Sainz, Ricardo
To worry about tyre condition for now.
in the pits.
Everything's looking good. Our gap to the car in front is full.
Hopefully Ricardo doesn't hold us up. He does. I'm going to try and stay with him. Maybe he can tow us along.
Ahead of you has just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound.
I'm going to have to let Sainz go here. There's no point fighting it. We're just far too slow.
Nick is coming in for a stop.
We just get past Ocon.
Green flag. Green flag. We're racing. racing again.
There are momentary yellow flags here as Ocon sails past us. Why is everyone going so slow? I think Magnussen had a problem. We're going to let Norris go. He's not even committing to the move. So we're just going to hold station for now.
Lost the position. That's us down a place.
And there he goes. We're going to get the DRS, but it's not really going to help us much. We are so slow. Giovinazzi. We're going to let him go. Means we're going to get DRS.
You've been awarded a time penalty for that last.
I'm going to let Giovinazzi go. We're going to get DRS and we get the chicane all wrong in Gio's dirty air. But we're going to be boxing this lap.
We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Coming in for our first Formula 1 pit stop. Let's hope the crew do a good job. So we're in the pits now. And release 3-second pit stop. I'm happy with that. That's good.
We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy.
No, Jeff, we won't. We're trying to get out ahead of Russell. Just. He will have the run on us. We're going to defend this. And we do that successfully. So now we're on these softs. He's going to come again though. He cuts us off aggressively there. Didn't want another counter move. We can't fight that either. We're just going backwards and backwards. Just really is just not good. Not good at all.
Okay, the incident.
And now Hamilton coming up behind us.
Blue flag.
We're getting blue flags. We're going to be lapped. As he sets the fastest lap. Let him go here.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining. We've been
And
awarded a
another
time
penalty.
We'll go against start finishing
This
time at
race
the
is
end
just
of the
going
race.
down the toilet. This will be our last lap because we have been lapped. But look how quick Hamilton's already pulling away. Wow. I knew we were slow, but not that slow. And we're gonna come across the line in P19. Not good. Not good at all.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Another superb Australian Grand Prix comes to an end, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
So, Hamilton takes the win then.
And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Lewis Hamilton takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after an excellent result. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Charles Leclerc showed exactly how to manage yourself out on the track today. He was almost flawless out there. Incredible stuff.
Let's move on to the constructors. Ferrari take the lead at the top of the table.
I know that's at odds with the official decision, but I think they deserve some recognition on a day where both of these drivers are at the top of their game.
Well, Ants, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Let's have a look at the constructors' standings then. We're not last. Our teammate in P16, a good race from him. An awful one from us. Awful. And they get an achievement for promising start. Well, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Promising start. Right. Driver acclaim. We get some... well, we lose all the money that we gained, basically, because of the damage that I apparently got. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe, please, and you will never miss an episode. Next one will be Bahrain Grand Prix coming out tomorrow. I may start driver career mode tomorrow as well, so get subscribed. It really helps me out, and you won't miss the next episode as well. Like the video if you did enjoy it, and leave a comment if you want to ask me any questions or anything like that. So until next time, guys, when hopefully I don't have a sore throat and I'm not talking like a horse, goodbye.